I need to get that fixed. Let's freaking go, baby. Football is finally here. Week 1, the start sit-em shows are here. I got my co-host with the Disco Most. What's good, brother? How we doing?
Cause tonight will be. No, I'm kidding. That song's stuck in my head. I'm fucking stoked, man. I'm so excited. I'm happy football's here. We've been grinding all this time to get to this point. We've been putting out content left, right, and center, helping people left, right, and center. So now it's time for it to pay off. I mean, this is where the real grind starts. And honestly, we're just so blessed to be able to do this and have such a wonderful community to do this with and for. So yeah, man, I'm ready to help as many people as humanly possible.
Oh, but I'm here for it. So we got Cowboys, Eagles tonight, Thursday night football, NBC Peacock, over under 48.5. Eagles have gone up to a spread of 8.5. It was 7.5. I think that's the Micah Parsons effect. Who are you taking tonight? And points wise, who do you like?
Oh shit, the over under is 48.5. It did go up. I had it at 47.5. I'm going with the Eagles. I think the Eagles are definitely going to play very well. And if I'm just looking at like what the Eagles defense does historically, they're very stout against the run. They limit the tight ends, but in order to keep up with them, they give up significant chunk plays and explosives on the outside. I like the longest reception props a heck of a lot for both of the Cowboys receivers. It really comes down to Dak Prescott. Can he matriculate the ball down the field and take care of the rock? And I mean, I'm going to bet against him coming off of the injury, but the money line is ridiculous because you're hardly getting plus money out of that at all, if any.
Right.
I would rather take like an alternate spread because even 8's too tasty. It could go either way. I'm hoping for a full 4-quarter game where it's
instead of a blowout. That's what I'm hoping for.
And that's all I want. I just want a full 4-quarter game, man, where it's competitive and there's good football because we've been chomping at the bit forever. And like based off of all my analysis, as many times as I run it, it's been it's
rocking the Jamar Chase. I agree. So chat, I see you guys in here. What's up, James? I see Mr. Magic, Bones, Gabe in here. How we doing? We've got questions galore. We've got 20 questions in here from the Patreon. So obviously we're going to give our premium members a shot to the front with their questions as well. So we're going to answer those. So even if they're not in the stream, we'll have it for recording for them. And then we'll get to those questions. And always super chats are always straight to the top. And if you guys haven't checked out Disco's video, Big Draft Energy, on his prop bets for the week, that is also in the chat as well. Make sure you check that out. Amazing content there. So
we're one subscriber away from 1,800. Help a brother out. Who's going to be that one?
Who's going to be the one? All right. So question number 1 from the Patreon. We have a question here on PPR, Tony Pollard or Calvin Ridley. I'll let you go first, and then I'll give my answers after yours. And Bo Nix or Jordan Love?
I'm going to lean Jordan Love in the quarterback question. If you look at the implied point total, it makes more sense. It's going to be a shootout game. They are actually favored at home by 2.5 last time I checked. The implied point total is, I think you got like a big mishmash of a bunch of teams that have the second highest implied point total of 48, and that's always going to get the lean, whereas one of the lowest implied point total games is the Tennessee Titans versus the Denver Broncos. If I'm looking at Ridley or Pollard, I'm going to lean on the Pollard side because I know that he's going to get a lot of opportunities. Patrick Surtain is the one corner who does shadow wide receiver ones early and often. And like you can get one of two things, right? You can get, because my greatest comp for Cam Ward is James Winston. You can get like a Cam Ward, you could get a James Winston and Jerry Jeudy matchup against Denver, or you can get what we typically would expect from PS2 in that Denver defense. And I'm going to lean on them suffocating Calvin Ridley. But if Calvin Ridley, does really well, then Yikes, wheels up for him. He's going to be spectacular.
I agree. I lean the same way. I'm going Jordan Love for the shootout. I think Bo Nix in his situation, they could get ahead early. Cam Ward versus that Denver D in his first start. I feel like you're going to get more of a ground game with RJ Harvey. I'm not really buying the J.K. Dobbins, but maybe he sees some touches here and there. And on the Ridley Pollard side, with Spears on IR, I'm leaning volume before I'm leaning towards anything near Patrick Surtain. So I'm definitely going with Ridley there.
Get out of my head, man.
Question number 2, full PPR, 0.25 per carry. Jacoby Myers or Dylan Sampson. Wow. Jacoby Myers or Dylan Sampson, 0.25 for carry, playing the Bengals from behind. I'll smash this one first. We'll go back and forth. I'm still going to lean Jacoby Myers. I don't know if I'm going to trust Dylan Sampson in his first game until I see the workload. You know, they could be playing from behind, which I assume they are against the Bengals. They said Jerome Ford is going to lead the way. So, you know, I'm not touching Dylan Sampson until I see it first. And 6-point passing TD, Kyler Murray or Drake May. I'm going Kyler Murray. I've said I don't trust him all year, but I love the juicy matchup versus Saints. I love the rushing upside in the dome as well, too. And I think he's going to find a little connection with Marvin. I think Trey McBride's going to feast. And I think Drake May has a tougher matchup versus the Raider D.
I'll say this, right? I think 6-point passing touchdown, it's very, very tasty for the Kyler Murray side. But the way I have it broken down, I think they lean heavily on James Conner this week. So, I mean, it might be an explosive game for Kyler, but we don't know. Whereas I think we see a complete game from Drake May. So I'm going to lean Drake May in this situation. And between Jacoby Myers or Dylan Sampson, no matter how you cut it, like you're looking at Jacoby Myers versus potentially Christian Gonzalez. And we still haven't gotten word if Christian Gonzalez is healthy and ready to go. If you guys are not familiar with who he is, he's the Patriots' #1 corner. But even on the other side, it's Carlton Davis. So if Christian Gonzalez is a go, I'm going to take a shot on the ceiling play of Dylan Sampson. I don't think this is going to be one of the safe floor plays for Jacoby Myers. But once again, he's one of the better receivers in football. So it's tough because, like, who do you have right now, Sleaza? Do you have Dylan Sampson or Jerome Ford taking the brunt of the carries?
I put Dylan Sampson in the ranking, but then they dropped Jerome Ford was going to lead the way right after I dropped my ranking. So that kind of hurt. But I mean,
yeah,
it's hard for me to trust a guy game one that I've never seen. I know the game script's great for playing from behind. I'd rather take the safe floor play of Jacoby Myers, regardless of the matchup, than take a risk in my first week.
Yeah, I just don't think that this is a safe floor play game for Jacoby Myers. I think what it comes down to is I'd rather wait for the Christian Gonzalez news. If Christian Gonzalez misses, I'm firing up Jacoby Myers. If he doesn't, I have to lean with Jacoby Myers. I have to lean with Dylan Sampson because, I mean, the upside should be there with the limited touches that he gets as an explosive upside play.
Man, if he gets to start, though, man, I don't know what they're doing with Ford. I think that's crazy. But question. Go ahead.
I think it's going to be a 50-50 split.
So do I. Well, I mean, I don't know about game one, but I think game two, they'll start to see it. PPR question here with the Godwin injury news. Would it be crazy to start Egbuka over Garrett Wilson? You could lead this one off.
Absolutely not. Garrett Wilson is my wide receiver 14 on the week. I even have him ranked ahead of Mike Evans. It's one of the most advantageous matchups for slot receivers in reception upside. When you look at what the Atlanta Falcons allow on a weekly basis, they got the same regime, the same coach. The pass rush is going to be a lot more improved. So Baker Mayfield's going to have to get rid of the rock early and often. I love Egbuka to dominate in the slot. He's the wide receiver 2 in a plus matchup. Whereas Garrett Wilson, yes, he's the wide receiver 1, but like if we're talking about volume and volume alone, where he's going to be successful, Justin Fields is going to have at least 2.6 seconds in the pocket, and I doubt he's going to have that against this ferocious Pittsburgh Steelers front. Garrett Wilson is going to get all the volume in the world, but I'm also not betting on Justin Fields throwing over 35 times in this game. So give me quality over quantity.
I agree there as well. And what was that tweet I saw? They're going up against Bowman Jr., who is one of the worst rated slot corners, nickel corners, where Egbuka is going to absolutely toast him in the slot. And
Third
I don't
worst
like
last year in the NFL.
Yeah, terrible. And I don't like the situation versus any of the freaking Steelers corners, man. They're loaded across the board with Porter, Slay. It's unbelievable. Garrett Wilson's in for a nightmare game.
Don't
and
forget
Ramsey as well.
Yeah.
Question number 4 here. PPR. I'm assuming full point PPR. Tyrone, Tracy, or Ford, or Sampson. Oh man, and Scatterbo's back. This is like a double entendre question here. They're both the same kind of situation. I guess Tracy's done it before. I know Ford has a great matchup versus the Bengals. Tracy could be playing from behind versus the Commanders. I'm going to lean Tracy in this game by a little bit. like 51-49. I don't really love any of these options here. If you had someone else, I'd go with it here. Who do you like here?
I mean, if we're looking at the Giants situation, they're not going to be able to drop back and pass a heck of a lot, so they're going to have to rely on the run. I think Tracy's going to be limited with the check down equity because Russell Wilson doesn't love to check down the ball, and Brian Dable historically doesn't call a lot of check down equitable plays. But I think just based off of like upside and how close the game is, I'm going to lean Tyrone Tracy because once again, we don't know if Quinshon Judkins is even going to suit up and play.
Right, I know he was sitting there at practice, which was weird. So I don't know how the Browns situation.
Yeah, so I mean, right now I'm going to lean Tyrone Tracy, but until we get more information, which is like I'd rather play it safe than sorry in week 1, I'm going to lean Tyrone Tracy.
All right, guys. Again, we're rolling through our questions to the Patreon. We will try to get to every single question. We got 20 questions from the people that are in the premium Discord. Then we'll get to you. If you guys have super chats, they always jump to the top, but I promise you we'll get to every question. Here we'll go as fast as we can. Number 5, half PPR, Chig, Ferguson, Kincaid, Mason, Taylor. This one is Ferguson for me, easy. I love Jake Ferguson tonight. I love the Cowboys versus the Eagles. I love that you have Pickens and Lamb that the defense is worried about. And I love that Dak targets Jake Ferguson at the 3rd highest rate when they're out there together. He averages 7 targets a game. Volume is king, and the Cowboys aren't going to be running the ball against the Eagles. Who do you like here?
If it was full PPR, I'd lean Mason Taylor, but since it's half PPR, I'm going to lean Dalton Kincaid. Give me the high implied point total. And once again, like I don't love the wide receivers this week for the Buffalo Bills against like 2 very viable corners in Jair Alexander and what's the other guy's name?
Nate Wiggins.
Humphreys. So like where the vacancy lies, and it's pretty much anybody's game. I believe is in the seam and in the slot. So it's either going to be Khalil Shakir in the slot or Dalton Kincaid. I think for touchdown upside and the high implied point total, I'm going to lean Dalton Kincaid, especially healthy and probably the better quarterback out of the bunch. So I'm leaning Kincaid.
Take the high point total. I'm not against that. I just love Ferg tonight. Oh my God. Question number 6. Good God. Trevor Lawrence or Bryce Young. I love both of these guys. Who are you taking here?
I'm going to lean Trevor Lawrence simply because all of his receiving options that we were very bullish about and excited about are healthy and in the game. Whereas for Bryce, we don't know who his wide receiver 2 is going to be. It's probably going to be Jatavian Sanders. And it comes down to, I think the Carolina Panthers defense is way worse than the scheme in Jacksonville. I think they're both fantastic starts. I think Bryce Young should be like number 1 on your list as like your QB2 in a super flex, but Trevor Lawrence is a top 10 quarterback for me this week.
I agree. I think both these guys are going to hit 20 points. The only thing that kind of, we're watching that rain update, like it's just driving me nuts. If there's like rain for half this game, it'll be more, down on the passing game a little bit, but still, I like both these quarterbacks to drop 20. I like Trevor Lawrence for the same reason, just because the Panthers defense is absolutely terrible.
I'll tell you one more thing that I love about Trevor Lawrence. If you look at what Liam Cohen did with Baker Mayfield, he unlocked his rushing potential that we haven't seen utilized and unlocked with Baker Mayfield in the past. Trevor Lawrence was a sneaky good rusher in college. And like we've seen coaches, like we finally have an owl in the room. So we're going to see like the full potential of Trevor Lawrence unlocked. It's Trevor Lawrence all the way for me.
I still think Bryce is going to get 20 though. I'm not even worried about that. Question number 7, and Jesus, Njoku or Tyler Warren. Njoku's my tight end 1, but I love Tyler Warren. If you can find a way to start them both, I mean, you got to. What are you going with here? This one should be Njoku easy for you. Playing the Bengals.
Njoku is my tight end 1 of the week, but I mean Tyler Warren's hard to keep on the bench. I'm just saying, like, trade one of them away.
Right away.
Yeah.
I'll let you lead this off. Question number 8: RJ Harvey or Travis Etienne?
I'm going to go with the guy who I think is. Yeah, I'm going to go with the guy who I think is going to get bell cow usage. Travis Etienne has one of the most advantageous matchups in the week. But once again, I don't know if he's going to get the bell cow usage, whereas RJ Harvey, I'm betting he is going to get the bell cow usage, and I think he's going to get a lot of check down equity because he's playing with the check down king at quarterback, and he is a 3-down back with a lot of good receptions upside. So give me RJ Harvey in this. It's tough because Travis Etienne is going to be touchdown dependent. I think he finds the end zone, and I'm willing to bet on it. But if I'm going between these two guys, give me RJ Harvey because he's just in a better situation. Better situation, just less competition, and like there's more clarity there. And once again, like I'd rather lean on the safe side and go on the side of clarity. We don't know if it's going to be Tootin, Bigsby, or Etienne, and I'd rather bet on RJ Harvey than fucking J.K.
Dobbins. Yeah. And you got the number 1 defense, the number 1 offensive line. That'll help you get more opportunity. And I think Cam Ward is going to be in for a nightmare game. And I feel like Denver just runs him over. I love the opportunity of Harvey more. I hate seeing this. We talked about this already. Yeah, you should be afraid to start Garrett Wilson this week, and I'm the biggest Garrett Wilson lover. I hate this matchup. Number 10, what defenses are you streaming week 1? I have the Eagles defense. My number 1 streamer was the Arizona Cardinals, but now they're jumping up in the rankings so high, I don't even know if they count as a streamer anymore because they're playing Rattler. If I had to pick a different streamer besides the Cardinals, if they're on your waiver wire, I'm really interested in the Rams eating up that Texans offensive line, especially with Christian Kirk also looking like he's out.
Yeah, I'm going to say Minnesota Vikings just because they're going to get after the quarterback and they're going to take the ball away. Give me takeaways all day. But I mean, if you have Philadelphia, run with Philadelphia.
I mean, Vikings aren't a streaming defense, so they're definitely drafted.
Honestly, a couple of people told me that Minnesota was available on the waiver wires, and I said, "What the hell?" I also don't mind Green Bay. Honestly, for the pass rush equity, I think Green Bay is going to be able to get home a lot with Rashawn Gary and
that's a better one.
I don't mind them either.
I like that. Number 11, Chris Olave, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, or ETN. I wish they had full PPR or PPR on this. I'm just going to assume full PPR. I'm a big Chris Olave guy in the Saints offense, playing from behind. I don't care who it is. I like volume. I like that they're going to be passing 80+%. You know, they tried to say that Alvin Kamara is going to get the rushing work, but how much rushing work is he really going to get? I like Olave in this situation more than I'd rather take the gamble on DJ Moore and the 3 Bears. I don't like Pittman with Danny Dimes at quarterback and ETN we talked about. I love the matchup. I just don't know how it's going to play out.
Yeah, I'm leaning Michael Pittman because he has the most advantageous matchup out of all of them. And this has nothing to do with last year's statistics. It has everything to do with every defensive back. And it doesn't matter the format. Every defensive back unless your name is Minkah Fitzpatrick for the Miami Dolphins is out. And I'm going to lean on Michael Pittman. As for Chris Olave, I do love Chris Olave on a weekly basis. But historically, if you look at Alvin Kamara's performances on week 1, he usually is just a ball hog and dominates week 1. And I'm anticipating that's going to be more of the same for Alvin Kamara. So give me Michael Pittman.
All right. Question number 12, pick 2 for this week. Egbuka, Hunter, Golden, and Sampson. That one's easy for me, but go ahead, take it away. I think we're both going to do the same thing quick.
So there's 2 of them that are ranked in my top 14 wide receiver list. Golden is 12, Egbuka is 14.
Yep, I agree. I feel like right now this is going to be the last week that you can acquire Matthew Golden for the value he has right now in Dynasty right now as well. Number 13, Pickens or Travion Henderson full PPR. That's a spicy one.
So, like, here's the thing, right? I know Henderson is like 3rd on the depth chart, but who gives a fuck? Like,
I'm not buying
generally,
that
who
shit.
gives a flying fuck on that? It's all like cloak and dagger. They're all trying to hide what they're trying to do. So I'm not really worried about the depth chart. Give me Henderson in a plus matchup. I think George Pickens is going to be fine, and he's probably the better ceiling play, but you don't want to, like, have your ceiling play.
I don't know, man.
The first game of the season
too.
Because, like, look at it this way. Last Saturday, we looked at, like, okay, Ohio State, Texas, there's going to be a lot of fucking points, right? But defenses were just all around better. Maybe it's not going to be a Pickens week because, like, you got Quinyon Bay on one side, and you got a pretty fierce rush, and then you got the white chocolate cornerback stud. Like, it's going to be tough for George Pickens. Like, coming out, you know, Rip kind of inspired me. If you look at guys who ball out week 1, George Pickens has never been one of those guys, but it's a new situation.
It's a whole new situation though. Yeah.
But, like,
I don't know.
I just give me the guy who has a safer floor with more explosive, and that's Henderson.
I agree. I feel like I'm playing it safe in week 1. I feel like Henderson's floor is safe, but God, if Pickens hits, he can hit big too. I mean,
he's all ceiling, no floor.
I agree. Number 14, we're almost to the questions, guys. We're almost through the Patreon. Flex, play, half PPR, ETN, Hall, or Downs. Oh my gosh. Man, I hate the matchup for the Jets. I love the matchup for Josh Downs, but I think I'd go ETN here just for the Carolina matchup. You get the floor play. I really think Jonathan Taylor is going to dominate the Colts-Dolphins game, which scares me away from the receivers and how it's looking. I think Jonathan Taylor could be in for RB1 week as well. I go ETN here. Who do you like here?
Breece Hall. It's not even close. The volume and the opportunity is going to be there. They're going to have to play, hard-nosed, smash-mouth defense. They're going to have to try to control the time of possession by running the rock. And if I'm just looking at who's going to have the most opportunity, it's going to be Breece Hall. And, like, even though it's a tough matchup against a really tough defense, he is borderline defense proof and will break one for 30 plus, 40 plus yards and find the end zone and get a lot of check down work. So I'm leaning Breece Hall. I don't care if it's half PPR. I still lean Breece Hall, and I like him for an anytime touchdown for what it's worth.
I'd be surprised if Breece Hall gets 40 yards in this game versus Steeler D.
He's going to get in one carry. It's going to be late, but he's going to get in one carry.
All right, I'm here for it. We'll see after week 1. I can't wait to drop the hammer. Number 15, we got a Pop D question for you. Diggs, Pop D, Pacheco, or Jennings?
Give me Pop Douglas. The Las Vegas Raiders last year gave up the second most fantasy points on a weekly basis to opposing slots. The slots get targeted early and often. Obviously, there's a new scheme change, but the regime and the players are still relatively the same. Pop Douglas is going to eat. I think he has the highest ceiling and safest floor.
Pop Douglas. All right, so I need to apologize to all the Chiefs fans and all the Pacheco stuff here. I'm going to ride with the safe floor play of Isaiah Pacheco here in this situation. And what he just tweeted on Sleeper, like I stayed away from Pacheco all year in best ball, redraft, everything. Maybe I should have taken a shot here because he just said, I'm on a revenge tour. If you know what that means, you know what a tour is. That's my goal. The contract year is undefeated. That's giving me a little hope at Isaiah Pacheco. I know he's coming off a major injury, but I like to hear that. And I think I'd take the safe floor play in week 1 instead of, trying to go for Pop D when there's a lot of mouths to feed, or Diggs. I like Diggs a lot. Or Juan Jennings, who mysteriously gets his contract redone and all of a sudden he's healthy. I'd go with the safe play in that one. Number 16, PPR League, Odunze, Diggs, Pacheco. Same kind of run here. I think I go with the same answer here. Do you like Odunze over any of them?
Yeah, I'll take Odunze.
Ooh, you like Odunze over because of Minnesota weak pass D?
Well, it's not that the Minnesota pass defense is weak. I just think that they're going to need to take a lot of shots because the blitz is going to be so good and the run game is just going to be so not there. And Odunze, based off of alignment in the slot, is kind of where it's either going to be Odunze or one of the two tight ends, because last year we called Tucker Kraft tight end 1 on a far left week, and because we knew that that's where the vacancy is in a Flores defense. So I'm going to take Odunze in a plus matchup.
Got you. I just don't like that Bears roulette wheel, man. I just can't do it.
I'm with you.
Question number 17, Josh Downs versus Miami, Ridley versus Satan. I don't like Ridley at all this week. So if there's a question about Ridley, I don't like him at all.
Yeah,
I'm going to take every other answer. Oh, I have this situation myself here. I flipped this in my lineup like 4 or 5 times already this week. Dak or Trevor Lawrence? Who do you like? And I think it's closer than people think, man.
It's Tila, and it's not even close.
Ooh, I'd like Tila as well, but I think Dak's, I don't know. I just have a feeling they're going to come out and drop 20-plus points at quarterback. I'm going Tila as well over Dak. Matthew Golden or Cortland Sutton? I have Golden higher. Who do you have higher of these two?
So, like, typically, Sutton is the right answer just because of what we've seen in the past, and you don't want to bet on a rookie. But historically, if you look at Sutton,
game script.
And, well, it's not just the bad game script. Like, if you look at Cortland Sutton, he usually starts performing after the first quarter of the season starts. So I think he's going to be a slow ramp up. I actually like Sutton's unders this week.
I'm here for it. Oh, I like this one. I'm easy Ferguson here. Ferguson, Loveland, or Ertz full PPR.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's either Loveland or Komet or Odunze. So the ceiling play would be Loveland. I think Ferguson's probably not as safe as we'd like to think. I think Ertz is probably the right answer, honestly, because the check down equity is going to be there with a fierce pass rush. So I'm going to lean Ertz. And I hate that I said that, but
I'm not against that. But they've been saying he's the cheat code of the offense all offseason, which drives me nuts because I'm such a Ben Sinnott truther. But
yeah.
All right, guys, we fired through all the Patreon questions. We'll get to all the questions now. I see you in there, Bones. What's up, Mr. Magic? How we doing? Week 1 is here. Should I play the Niners? What D should I play? Niners, Rams, or Pats? I'm going Pats versus the Raiders still. West Coast teams always struggle in early games on the East Coast.
Yeah, Pats.
Bone says, let's go. Gabriel says, flex. Ridley, Jordan Mason, Pollard, Keon Coleman, pick 2 PPR. I don't like Ridley. I do like Coleman, but he's got a little limited groin injury right now. I'd probably play the volume of Mason and Pollard here. Who do you like
here?
I
think you're going to get volume and touchdown equity from both of those guys, so I'll answer the same.
Thank you for the subscription, Troy. Welcome in, brother. Jelly of the month. I love the name. Let's go. Half PPR. Have a bench spot. Best wide receiver pickup. Alec Iamanor, Dante Thornton. I like Dante Thornton a lot here, especially with the Amari Cooper just walking into Oakland or Vegas and saying, you guys suck. I'm out. Peace.
I mean, like,
Iamanor's got the 2 spot, but
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to lean. I'm going to lean on the team that's going to pass the ball a little bit more and the definitive 2 spot, because even though Thornton,
Yeah, I know.
had Amari Cooper out of him, he's still going to be competing with Beck. So give me the guy who could get
And
the
Jacoby.
second most targets, right? Because there's still Brock Bowers ahead of him in the pecking order as well.
I hear you. I agree. It's close. I mean, Thornton's just a game breaker, it feels like, and I can't wait to see him out there in week 1.
I don't disagree.
Gonna drop this in case you get to it. Do we trust the rookie Tyler Warren? I trust the rookie Tyler Warren every single week, Bones. But I do like Ferguson a lot tonight, but not over Tyler Warren. Who do you like, Warren or Fergie?
Warren's on the top 14. Ferguson is not.
Top 5. Low Dark says 0.5 PPR. Who do I flex? Brees, Sutton, Egbuka, or Debo? Should I try to trade Brees and Debo for Hampton? Ooh, I don't think I'm trading Brees and Debo for Hampton, but I'm starting Egbuka here.
Yeah, give me the touchdown equity of Brees Hall.
And I for some reason I think Terry McLaurin's going to have a really slow start. Historically, guys that are 30 that hold out 3-4 weeks going into camp, they come out slow. Kingsbury loves to run the screen game. This is where Debo thrives too. And the Giants are going to get after him really fast. It's going to be quick passes for JD5. It could be a smash Debo game for me too, but I like Egbuka a lot.
Yeah, if it was PPR, it would be Egbuka or Debo, but if it's half PPR, I'm going for the touchdown upside every single time. That's Brees.
Fly, Eagles, fly 39. Go Birds, baby. I think they covered tonight, man. Sniper Mel in the building. How we doing? Football is back, baby. Dustin Stone was good. Muff C14. Start to Egbuka, Tet, Henderson, MHJ. My good problems to have here. Fuck, bro. I like all of them. I like all of them this week. I like Egbuka. I like Tet. I like Henderson. I like MHJ. I gotta go. I'd say you take one safe play with the running back to get at least the floor. I'd go Henderson, and out of the 3 wide receivers, I'm probably going Tet.
Yeah, give me MHJ and Tet.
MHJ and Tet. I mean, God, that's you got to make a trade to tier up to elite status. That is 4 studs. That's a nightmare weekly muff to decide with.
Yeah, I'm just going through my lineups right now as you go through this.
Bowen says, shout out to Botrix. What's up? How we doing? Stoked for football. Kells 22, Thornton Jr. to the moon. He aligns up with Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, speed 6'5", 4.3. Stay dangerous. I like it. I want to see him for sure. I can't wait to see him week 1. Jonas says Trevor Lawrence or Drake May week 1. I like Trevor Lawrence still. Yep. I know Drake May is going to give me the rushing upside. There's a couple updates of the Pats passing game not clicking fully yet. You get the Raiders. I think it's gonna be a grunge game out there with the Raiders and Pats. John says, who should I start in the flex? Hollywood, Keenan, Charbonnet, or Mintz? This is a true deep league question. These are my favorite. Hollywood's banged up. I'm not touching him. Mims is kind of a best ball home run hitter. I don't like the game script, but I feel like if he doesn't score a touchdown early in the game, it's not going to see much volume. Keenan and the Chiefs or Charbonnet. I think I'm going. Oh,
go ahead.
I think I'm going. I think I'm going Charbonnet.
Yeah, I like Charbonnet, and I'm glad that you answered that. And the reason why I like Charbonnet a lot is because if you look at what Clint Kubiak does schematically, he goes with 2 running backs in the system with that Texas swing T offense with the pre-snap motion. And I think that we're going to see a lot of usage for both of the running backs. So giving them a pretty good game script as well.
I agree, but I do think that little preseason hype was overrated for their, offensive line is looking amazing thing. We'll see how it looks.
I did not mention their offensive line once.
No, I'm talking about Twitter in the world.
Oh.
Kells 22 says Ricky P or Austin Eckler in the flex. I like Austin Eckler a lot in this game for check down equity, especially if it's full PPR. But I do like Ricky a lot in week 1 too. You got good problems here. And with Juan Jennings back, and like the weird thing for me is I was saying all offseason long that Juan Jennings would be the wide receiver 1, and then this fake contract, I don't know what it was. He's back out there. I think that does hurt Ricky. And you have Kittle and CMC. I'm going Eckler here. Who do you like here?
Ricky P. It's not even close.
Ooh, Ricky P. Not even close from him. Mine is Eckler. All right. We'll see how that turns out.
Can I say something real quick? There's 28 of you watching, guys. Only 16 likes. Take 30 of you watching now. only 16 likes. It takes 2 seconds to smash a like. The YouTube algorithm really, really, really makes the channel grow, and it helps our boy Sleaze a heck of a lot. And he's putting out the work, man. Nobody puts out more content than this guy on a daily basis. So please take a moment, smash a like. It really goes a long way, guys.
Thank you. Keep the questions rolling, guys. We got 30 minutes left. We're halfway through. Top 5, Lodwork says, is Houston a good streaming defense? They're one of the top defenses in the NFL. I do not like them versus Devontae Adams, a healthy Stafford, and Puka Nacua, Kyren. No, I don't. Do you like the Texans, D?
I don't mind them. I really don't, because if you look at that offensive line for the Rams, it's gotten worse. And like if you look at the implied point total, even Vegas is
No, it has not gotten worse. Last year they were playing guys off the practice field, off the streets.
Yeah, and this year they lost their one good starter, and I mean, like the guys that they do have as offensive linemen, I think they're okay. And as I was alluding to earlier, like if you look at the implied point totals, it's one of the lowest implied point totals on the week. So it's the over under is 43.5, and that's because it's going to be a defensive struggle. Both front sevens are absolutely amazing, and this is the one game where I'm okay saying I'm okay with playing the front seven there, because I think there's going to be a lot of sack equity. I don't think there's going to be a lot of touchdown equity for Kyren Williams. I think Kyren Williams could find the end zone once, but yeah, I'm going to lean there.
I don't like him. He does that. Go for it. Make your decision. Use both minds at the same time. I would not play the Texans this week. Too many stars in the side. Can you speak starting Lawrence over CJ Stroud? I love Trevor Lawrence over CJ Stroud. I do like Stroud for a monster bounce back year. Who do you like here?
Once again, like when you look at that game, if you look at the pass rush for the Los Angeles Rams, it is one of the better pass rushes in football. And if you look at
terrible
the offensive line for the Houston Texans, it's one of the worst, if not the worst, offensive lines in football. CJ Stroud doesn't have rushing upside. That encourages me. I think Trevor Lawrence has a plus matchup against a terrible defense. That's why.
I agree. Reset season. Let's go, baby. Football is back. 0.5 PPR. Ridley, Purcell, or Olave. I'm staying away from Ridley. I do like Purcell and Olave this week. I like Olave, man. I know it's close. Who you gonna lean Purcell here?
Yeah, Ricky again
for him. Olave for me. I like Olave a lot this week, guys. When the question comes to Olave, like people are worried about the concussion. People are worried about last year. That's last year. We're into the new year. I know the quarterback situation sucks between Rattler and Shuck, or who's the guy from Fresno State, Jake Hayner. But I like volume, and I think the Saints are playing from behind all year long, and volume is king. Steven says 3 of Mecca. I don't know what that means. Steven, what's up, my man? Henderson or Pickens? We covered this one. Travion Henderson, just for the floor with both the ceilings. Ramondre Steven from John. He says Ramondre Stevenson, Dobbins, Sampson, Caleb Johnson, or Benson. Oh my God. Oh, who do you like here?
Sampson's the ceiling play. I think Ramondre is the safer floor play with touchdown dependency.
Man, are you ready for this? John? I'm going to go with Trey Benson scores a touchdown in week 1 for the Arizona Cardinals versus Saints.
Yikes.
I like Trey Benson. John says Kincaid or Ferguson. You're going to get a double answer here. I said Ferguson earlier. He said Kincaid. We covered that one. So 50-50 shot there. Dustin Stone says Washington Rams or Pats D. I like the Pats D a lot.
Yeah, I would lean the Pats D. They're the highest ranked in my defensive rankings this week, but all of these guys are in top 12 for me.
TD Mall, what's up, my man? He says Mike Evans start 2 of 3. Mike Evans, Ted McMillan, Egbuka, Pickens. How about I like Egbuka over Mike Evans possibly, but no, Mike Evans still for me. You guys got me in this Egbuka hype. What's up, girl? Quiet. My dog's barking like a maniac. I'm going Ted and either an Evans. Who do you like?
Ted and Evans.
Bad Guys official. Let's go Cowboys, dude. I hope the Cowboys make it a game tonight. I really don't want to see just a blowout. John says Dobbs or Keenan. Dobbs is one of my sleeper plays of the week. I like the high shootout, implied point total. I like that he's going to be out there with Matthew Golden every 2 wide receiver set. Keenan, first game back. I do love Keenan, the volume he sees. He's got the connection with Herbert. Chiefs game, the Chiefs know Keenan all too well as well. I'm going Dobbs here.
Yeah, I'm going Keenan, and this one's also not even close, because if you look at where the Steve Spagnuolo defense is really weak, it's in the slot, and it's in the check down work, and that's exactly where Keenan Allen at this age is going to eat and continue to eat. And I think Justin Herbert and him, even though it's a new scheme and regime, they still have that trust and that combination. Lad McConkey is actually somebody I'm worried about this week. Keenan Allen's not.
Wow. Okay. There you go. You got Keenan, you got Dobbs. I said the touchdown upside. Who would you say is higher for?
The touchdown upside?
Yep.
I would say Dobbs has a higher touchdown upside because of just the way the Green Bay Packers are going to fucking explode all over the Detroit Lions.
Sorry if I repeat. Any Philly wide receivers worth it besides Brown or Smith? Like, no.
I like Dallas Goedert over his receiving yards. 39.5. I love that. But other than that, I don't think he's a receiver.
Are we talking like a 32-man league here? Is this really this deep? Like we're going Jahan Dotson or John Mechie right here? No way. I'm not starting either one of those guys. Let's be real. He's only reading the guys' comments. Yeah, we start off with our Patreon comments, then we'll get to everybody. If you guys just popped in, that's how we started the show. That's how we're going to start every single show. Our premium members always are going to get the advantage of the questions first.
You see Chef's question? Shit cracks me up.
What'd he say?
Rico Dowdle.
I'm not that far. Thoughts on what Bo Nix does this week? I think Bo Nix is still going to be a top 10 quarterback. I don't think he's going to have one of his big Bo Nix 30-point plus weeks just because of the game script. I think it's going to lead a lot more towards the run of, RJ Harvey or however J.K. Dobbins looks. I still think he's worth 18, 20 points around there, though. He's still a fine start.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Bo Nix, you probably should start him.
Yeah. Oh, this one's really good. From Y. PPR, Pollard or Monty? I don't like Monty in this game.
Listen. I was talking to D-Bro about this via text, and he kind of nailed it. And shout out to him, man, because not a lot of people are able to sway me on particular people. But you look at the Michael Parsons trade. What did the Packers have to give up?
Their run stopper.
Their run stopper. So they don't have a run stopper on the inside. I like both Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs to find the end zone this week. So I'm going to lean David Montgomery for the touchdown equity. If I'm wrong, blame Derek Brown from the Fantasy Pros, not me.
So, I mean, they can set the edge so fast. I don't know if the inside's really going to matter that much.
When it comes to David Montgomery, he is in between the guards and the center. Don't care about pass rushers implicating and affecting the run game at all.
We'll see. I don't like Montgomery. I would lean Pollard, but he's leaning Pollard for the touchdown upside, or he's leaning Montgomery for the touchdown upside. I'm leaning Pollard for the volume, pure straight alone. He's going to see 20 plus touches. Mm-hmm. What's good, Dave? He says, "Your boys, would you go Dak to mix with CD or Purdy because I have Purcell?" Oh, well, you're not sitting CD Lamb, that's for sure.
It's Dak.
I think I'd play the Dak stack here as well.
Yeah, Dak stack. Look at you rhyming and shit.
Dak stack, baby. He said, "What's up, Fernando? How you doing?" He says, "Hey, brother, for flex, Ridley or Purcell?" I do not like Ridley. That's Purcell easy for me.
Yep.
My boy GJ, what's good, dude? Are you coming to the house here? You should be here in like 30 minutes. Jonathan Taylor has a chance to be RB1 this week, in my opinion.
Yep. I like him for 2 touchdowns.
Shit. We bet on Cooper Kupp for 3 touchdowns for $1 million yesterday, if you didn't see it. One of the craziest bets of all time. Purcell over Ridley for me too as well. JT's going to eat this week. I agree. The Dolphins defense is shambles. Fly Eagles Fly says Metcalf, Wilson, Jennings, or Josh Downs. Who do I pick for wide receiver 2 this week?
You got to drop the rip thing for DK.
So shout out Michael Rip here. DK Metcalf has had 3 years straight of terrible week ones, and Garrett Wilson has a very tough matchup. Josh Downs, the matchup I love. I don't know how much, I think Jonathan Taylor might just run him over. I'm a little afraid about the pass game, especially with Daniel Jones at quarterback. Jennings was my guy all year until this nonsense. I think I'm
going DK Metcalf.
I'm still going DK. Yep.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm going DK Metcalf is because Sauce doesn't travel, and they lost their second best corner to Detroit last year for the New York Jets. If you look at what Aaron Glenn's defense did give up, it was a lot of explosives to wide receiver ones. So I know history doesn't bode well for DK Metcalf, but I'm also not that superstitious. So give me DK Metcalf.
I like that. I think I'm going DK too, and it pains me because I'm such a Garrett Wilson Fields guy. It drives me nuts that the matchup is just brutal in week 1. Adrian Garza, how we doing? Start Travis Hunter or Ricky Purcell? That's slick Rick still for me. I think Rick has a big week 1.
Yeah, I would say the ceiling play is Travis Hunter in a plus matchup. I think Ricky Pearsall is the volume play with a safer floor. So go with whatever you need, Adrian.
I agree. Adrian says one more. Lastly, Dak or Fields. Oh, I'm not going Fields versus Steelers. Nope.
No.
Sorry, I'm coughing. I'm definitely going Dak there. I mean,
Yep.
and who brought up another great point? Was it Chev? Chev goes, look at what Pittsburgh does to Lamar as a rushing quarterback every single time they crush Lamar Jackson. They just had Justin Fields last year. They know this guy's scheme. They're going to own Justin Fields this week, and that's why I'm staying away from Fields and Wilson.
Chev is so smart, man.
That was good. That was good. Reset season. What's up, my dude? Sutton Downs, Golden, Hunter, or Harvey at flex. God damn, you have a team that you need to trade up right away and get a
Golden.
superstar player. Should not be 5 freaking questions of stud players. I'm going. I love Golden too. I love the match.
I love gold.
Golden's the major upside play. I guess I'd say it's roster dependent for me because I like Harvey a ton as a safe touchdown play as well.
Harvey would be your glue guy. I think
Yep.
it's either Downs or Golden as like your max ceiling guy, but I think Golden also has that glue aspect, and that's why I'm leaning Golden because I like his floor so much.
Yeah, I think he could explode this week, like 20 plus. Johan Reishman, how we doing? Hi, who should I start? Dak or May? Oof, Dak or May? I think I'm going May. Just for the rushing upside. Also Egbuka, Golden, Persall. Jesus, man, you guys got these questions and you guys drafting just gems out here. I'm going Golden. I'm going May and Golden.
I'm going Golden and May as well.
Damn, I hate when we agree. Sucks.
No, it's great. It's fantastic.
Won't let it make it more than once. What's good, Bones? 31 watching. Please smash the like. All the support's appreciated. Can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah, and one of you motherfuckers subscribe to Big Draft Energy. I'm still only at fucking $17.99.
Yeah, he needs one subscription, guys. Go to Big Draft Energy. I will drop the link in here. It takes you 1 second, man. Let's go. Let's go get this guy 1800 right now. Let's see.
Jeez,
ready?
Please.
Here we go. Someone pop in there, smash a sub, get my guy to 1,800 subs. There we go. No cap. What's up, brother? How we doing? Football is here. Frank, what's good? Good to see you back, man. What's cracking? McCarthy, Penix, Love, or Fields? I like Love a lot this week. I have him in my top 10 at quarterback 9.
Yeah, it's Love.
You like Love? I think this will be a shootout. Love. And I don't, Love. Just so the Lions fans know in here, I know Disco hates is against the Lions at a bunch of heat. I think the Packers just mopped the Lions up in game 1.
I don't hate the Lions. I approach everything very analytically and like emotionless. I am very like analytical with my analysis. The emotional ones are the Detroit Lions. Everybody's thinking the Detroit Lions are just gonna fucking do exactly what they did last year, and like nothing's the same there. Yes, they have the same weapons.
Do we know about Decker yet?
There's still nothing on Taylor Decker.
Oof. So what you got to realize in the Lions game as well, now you have Micah Parsons. I 100% am betting that he's taking the shot in the back and he's going to play in this game. Their left tackle could be out. Their center retired. Their right guard is gone. Look out, man. Rashawn Gary and Micah
They went from the second best offensive line to the 13th.
Yeah.
And I think they're even worse than that. And I think, Penei Sewell is a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
but
God.
he's only one guy against Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons.
I agree. Good luck. Pick 2, James Cook, Pollard, Jordan Mason, PPR from Gabe.
I'm going with the first 2.
I like Jordan Mason. I'm going with James Cook and Jordan Mason.
Yeah, give me the first 2. It's tough to go for Jordan Mason when I also like Aaron Jones.
I hear you. Andre, what's good, my man? Is there a world where I start Shakir over Pickens? I mean, Shakir's a safe floor play in a high shootout game, but I guess this would be matchup dependent for me. If you know fantasy football well enough to see your opponent's roster and see how high and play, and don't look at projections. I don't buy projections or anything. Look at their matchups. Look at who you're playing against. If you need the high ceiling play to try and compete, I would go Pickens. If you're in a matchup that you think is going to be close, I would go Shakir. What do you feel like here?
Yeah, I like Shakir regardless. Like George Pickens just disappears week 1.
I mean, he also could drop 40 and you'd be like, fuck, I wish I started Pickens.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather not start Pickens unless he shows us that it's in fact the Pickens show.
I agree. And I was lower on Pickens in my ranking this week for what it's worth, guys. Yes, sir. It's that time, boss. What's good, Sean? How we doing? Good to see you in here, man. Steven from Twitter side, come on over to the YouTube side, brother. Tap a like, hit a sub. Hey, chaps, apologies at the flex PPR, Travion Henderson, Tet, or Emeka Egbuka. Oh, my God. I love all of them. We can't get any of these guys in the starting lineup. I mean, I cannot sit any of these guys, but if I had to pick one, I guess I'm going to Emeka. I'm going Tet. I like them all.
Yeah, it's Tet. Tet's
Tet's
higher in my rankings than all those guys, so I'm leaning Tet.
Here we go, boys. Big question. Steph in the building. Rico Dowdle or Zamir White? Who scores more points in week 1?
Zamir White.
I'll say Rico Dowdle scores 1 point. Chef, love it. W Disco was good. Was never Jennings. Top 5 Laudwork says BTJ, MHJ, Adams, Devontae, Bijan. Okay, what are we talking about here, bro?
Trade. So he's saying or BTJ and Marvin Harrison Jr. or Adams, Devonta Smith, Bijan Robinson, HN, or Gibbs. So the first one is the first part. Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., or Adams and Devonta Smith. That's the first one. It's a no-brainer.
BTJ
and Marvin
easy,
Harrison Jr.
Yes.
Fucking not even close.
Bijan and HN over Gibbs.
Or Gibbs and Henderson.
Gibbs Hendo.
Hendo, yes, unless it's PPR, because I think Bijan has a lot of PPR upside, but I like Gibbs more, so I'm going Gibbs Hendo. And then the last
over Flowers all day.
Egbuka or Flowers. I think it's Egbuka, especially with Isaiah likely being back. Yikes. Actually, no, give me Zay Flowers. He's going to break fantasy football. He always does week 1. It's stupid.
He's talking like trade, though, right?
No, these are 3 different questions.
Okay.
He dashed in between. Sorry,
I had top 5, but the English was way off. Yeah, I got to get that. Got to get the type in there a little better. But yes,
this is why you have me here. Now I'm going to break it. Trying to fucking open this Powerade bottle. Like, just
vitamin water sponsor us. What's good, young LJ?
Oh,
Pearsall, Swift, or Ridley? I do not like Ridley this week. I'm going Pearsall. I know Swift. The new offensive line, new regime, and you got Roshan Johnson looking like he's out week 1, and Manunjai could be the guy. The goal line back. So if Manunjai is on your waiver wire, guys, make sure you swoop him up right now as well. I'm going Pearsall here, even with Shakir's floor.
Your guy, my guy, Kyle Manunjai. I'm going with Shakir.
Going with Shakir?
Yeah.
Hate Sutton this week. So do I, James. I don't like the game script. I feel like if he doesn't score early, it's rough. Hussein, what's good? Bang, bang, Niner gang. I'm going to ask the question one more time. I know I asked it last night. I want to clarify it again before it starts. Should I start Patrick Mahomes or Jordan Love?
Mahomes.
I have Mahomes at 7, Love at 9. I don't think you have big problems. I do think that it is going to be a higher scoring game in Detroit, Green Bay than I do the division matchup between the Chiefs and Chargers in Brazil on a possible terrible field again. So
Brazil. Yeah, just give me Patrick Mahomes on the revenge tour. That's the only fucking answer.
He's going to answer that.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, what's good, man? This is a good one. I don't like this question, man. Prescott, Williams, or McCarthy? Caleb has a nightmare defense he's going up against. McCarthy, the Bears defense is really good when they're healthy. They were banged up last year. Dak is playing against the fucking Eagles secondary. Ooh, if I had to pick one, I guess I'm going Caleb for Monday Night Football just to wait it till the end.
I'm going with the implied point total. Give me Dak Prescott.
I mean, I think they're all very similar, honestly.
So just look at it game script wise, right? And it's great because even though there's 3 names, there's 2 scenarios. With Williams and JJ McCarthy, are these 2 teams more likely to throw the ball a heck of a lot or run the ball a heck of a lot and play solid defense? Whereas Dak Prescott has no choice but to throw for a lot of fucking fantasy points. So, like, if you're just
it is, but it's also the best defense to do it against too, which is the problem.
I wouldn't say it's the best defense to do it against because they lost Josh Sweat, they lost Milton Williams on the front, they lost CJ Gardner-Johnson and Darius Slade. There is going to be opportunity there.
I don't know. Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are pretty nasty, but
they are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but once again, this is what Dallas is built to do.
I hear you. I got you, Steven. Thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome, brother. We got 10 minutes left, guys. Fire away the questions. We're going in order. If you want to jump the order to get your question, you can drop $1 super chat or whatever. It will always jump to the front. And then we will be live Sunday, also morning before on his show and mine as well, guys. So if you have any more questions, bring them back there as well at the same time. Big Lou, half PPR, need 2. Ridley, Pickens, Debo, J-Mo, Jennings. I don't like Ridley this week. I'm a Debo guy this week. J-Mo could, possibly break fantasy. He's always a boomer bust best ball guy for me. Debo's definitely my 1. It's between J-Mo and Jennings. I think I'm going JMO.
JMO's your ceiling, your floor plays Debo.
That's you going the same thing. Okay. Sean says Pickens or Montgomery, flex half PPR. Oof.
Touchdown upside, give me Montgomery.
Monty the safe play, Pickens the upside play is what I would say on that one.
Hell yeah.
But man, I just have this feeling the Pickens might go nuclear tonight.
Listen, there's a fucking 50-50 possibility.
I know, 50-50.
I'd just rather play safe than sorry in week 1. And I could be wrong, and I'm probably wrong.
Dak with the CD stack or play Purdy or Trevor. I like Trevor Lawrence. I'm not even questioning. I like Trevor Lawrence a ton this week over Dak. I benched him in 2 of my own leagues as well. What do you think? Play the stack play, or stacks don't matter in redraft like people think. I don't. Doesn't matter to me.
Give me Lawrence.
Yeah, I like Trevor Lawrence here. Give me a 5-leg pick 'em. You got to be part of the Discord for that, bad guy. Come on now. How's the Chargers?
Follow me on X.
How's the Chargers defense? I'm not playing the Chargers defense versus the Chiefs. Let's be real, guys.
The Chargers pride and joy was their pass rush, and their pass rush is an old man, Mac, and Bosa's in fucking. Yeah, it's going to be rough for them. They're going to play good.
Be in the slot. Eagles are 7th weakest versus the slot wide receiver, but that was until Cooper DeJean came in last year. Then those numbers skyrocketed up. They were horrible to start the season, though, as well. Something to think about there, James. Any word Flacco is a sneaky start. I have him in a lot of DFS lineups. I mean, he's 48 and I think 4,900. You get the Bengals, you're playing from behind. I'm not starting him in redraft.
Where do you have Flacco ranked on the week? I have him as QB 23.
24. Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a bad play against the Bengals, but I'm not starting him in redraft unless it's like super flex, you know.
It's not Flacco that I'm worried about. It's the Cleveland Browns doing Cleveland Browns shit. Like, who knows? Like, it just might be a fucking shit show. And I'm betting on it being a shit show for Cleveland, and I wouldn't mind even starting Cincinnati defense, and that's terrible advice. Don't do it.
I hear it. Sean says, my brother found y'all on Twitter 1 week before our draft. Shaking my head, worst feeling ever. What's good, bro? Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for being here, man. Andre says, let me know if this helps. Start 2 wide receivers, full PPR. I'm going against Lamb Chops and Jacoby Myers. My options are gold. I'm going Golden as soon as I see it. Golden Downs Pickens. I'm going Golden.
He says it's start 2 wide receivers, full PPR. So he needs to. So
Golden,
I'm going,
Fakir.
Yeah, it's Golden and Downs for the upside play, but like if you want the upside, it's Downs. If you want the floor play with like good quarterback, yeah, it's Golden and Shakir. I mean,
Shakir's never hit 25 fantasy points in his career, but he's always going to give you 10. And you got a high in point total game with the Ravens, the highest points of the week, and you get the Sunday Night Football matchup to wait for.
Shakir is going to put up 20 fantasy points this week just to fucking shove it down your throat. Shakir is him.
What's good, Nick? He says full PPR, 3 wide receivers starting Igbuka, Golden, T-Mac, Hunter. So Igbuka and Golden, T-Mac. I'm probably sitting Hunter.
Yeah. I mean, Travis Hunter has probably the best matchup out of the bunch.
I know.
But we still need to see it because he's coming off of an injury. So,
and these are good problems to have, though, Nick. You're not in a bad situation either way.
My man likes his rookie wide receivers.
Yeah, he's playing Dynasty and redraft. I like it. Chargers have a solid defense. I think their run D is going to take a hit this year, though. Steven says, one more, gents. Evan Ingram or Tyler Warren? That's Tyler Warren for me, even though I'm so high on Evan Ingram this year. I feel like it's just a bad game script. I'd rather, play where Danny Dimes lives across the middle of the field. And you could get a possible rushing or a passing touchdown from Tyler Warren as well.
Hell yeah. He's the best quarterback and tight end they have. Tyler Warren.
So, I mean, I'm going Tyler Warren there, even though I love Evan Ingram this year. Like, I targeted him everywhere. And those are my 2 most owned tight ends in best ball, by the way, as well. Adrian says, Dak, Caleb, Bryce Young, or Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence for me, and I would go Bryce second. I like Bryce Young a lot this week. I think people are sleeping on that game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I just want to say, the thing I'm looking forward to the most right now, other than like Community First on Sundays, because that's always great. I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is sweating up my best ball lineups.
Right. Hang on, let me type this in the private chat for you.
Who's Jamie?
Here we go. Jamie. Dan DBC says Dak or May, Metcalf or Jamie. Jay Season? Jamie? Jennings? I don't know who Jamie is. Fire that one back, but I go May over Dak a little bit.
I'm assuming Jamie is JMO because there's nobody named Jamie that
J-Mo or Metcalf? I'm probably going J-Mo. I know that DK's didn't see the massive volume. I don't like the game there. He's, and this is if I'm wrong, you blame Michael Ritt for the week 1 stats, man.
Yeah, I'm going Metcalf, and I'm going with Dak.
Oof. Well,
no, I'm going
man.
with May. Dak is in my top 14. What am I saying? I'm going Metcalf, and I'm going May. Sorry, I apologize. I hit 175,000 views. Let's go.
There we go. James, who should you pick then? Who should I start? Tucker Kraft or Ferguson? I like Kraft over Ferguson, but I like Ferguson a lot, so I don't think you're in a bad spot. You're going to agree with that 100%. Thank you for the sub, Dan. Metcalf or J-Mo? I like J-Mo. He likes Metcalf. I'd rather go for the high-end point total shootout game. And DK struggled the past 3 years in game 1. I know he's the guy, but still. Put a poll up. Will Tav and the Demon Witch be at the game? Trav, I like it. Jadon Blue is out tonight. God, dude. Just still don't start Javonte Williams if you have him. Either way.
I'm very comfortable starting him as a RB3 borderline flex. I like the check down equity and the receiving equity in PPR format. I think you're going to get 10 to 12 points from Javonte, and that's okay with me.
Stop it.
Oh, okay, clip it.
Stop it. Them KJs to the chat. You're going to see Miles Sanders take the job over after the first 2 drives. All depends what DeJean covers tonight. I agree. Thank you, KJ. Peace to the chat. Sleaze and Disco, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. James says, pick 3. A.J. Brown, Worthy, Golden, Egbuka, Henderson, Pearsall. Jesus. You can't sit A.J. Brown and period. Oh, my God, bro.
Okay,
what kind of draft
Brown
is this? First of all, is it a 5-man league?
It's the first 3. A.J. Brown, Worthy, Golden.
Yep, that's what I would do. It's really hard to sit Egbuka and Henderson, though, but
God. It is. But, fuck. That's what happens when you join Pokemon League.
No. I'm going A.J. Brown, Golden, and Egbuka. Clip it.
Over Worthy?
Yep. God. Jordan Mason, flex or stack? I like Jordan Mason a lot this week, KJ. I think he finds the end zone once, possibly twice. That's why they brought him in. Minnesota couldn't score in the red zone last year. And I do not believe in Aaron Jones that much. So we'll see how that goes. But flex Mason or play the Monty stack with Gibbs. I'd rather play the Mason on Monday Night Football than double stack.
I mean, the only differential there is you want to increase your ceiling with Jordan Mason.
Right. Top 5, Ludward says 0.5 PPR team is Knicks, BTJ, MHJ, Buka, Sutton, Debo, Bijan, AK, and Brees, ETN, Tootin, Gordon, Tyler, Warren. Should I make any moves or trades? So Knicks, BTJ, MHJ, Buka. First of all, Bijan, A-Chain, Brees, ETN, Ollie Gordon. I mean, you got to keep Ollie Gordon with A-Chain no matter what. You can't let that go.
I got you in the private chat.
I would definitely be looking to tier up one of my 5 wide receivers. And if ETM pops this week in a great matchup, top 5, I'd be looking to move him after this week. That would be my recommendations. You agree? Yeah.
I'm getting ready for my next show. I just posted in the private chat.
Javonte Williams or Jaden Reed? I'm not playing Jaden Reed. I don't trust Jaden Reed at all this year. I would never say to start him once. He's getting injections weekly per game. He's literally out there gutting it out for the team that's on a Super Bowl run. Could he pop a touchdown and prove me wrong? For sure. I just don't trust it.
Going Reed.
Too much risk for me. He's going Reed. Oof. 2 wide receiver, 2 running backs, 1 flex league. Hear you. Full PPR. Lawrence or May. T-Law for me. Husko, Reed is hurt. Javonte approved. President Javonte fan club. Look behind me. Jay Williams, baby. Get after it. Jadon Blue is out. Javonte Williams, any team? No. Keenan Allen or Charbonnet? Keenan, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Sharp for this floor. They're both about the same.
I should have answered the same way earlier because I talked myself into Keenan earlier, so it's going to be Keenan for me. I think he has a safer role.
Keenan. All right, let me grab this real quick. Did you drop the link in here?
Private chat.
He did. Okay. All right, guys. So 1 minute left. Rapid fire. We're going through it here. I'm going to send you to the next show. Make sure you roll in. Make sure you say Sleaze Raid. Tap a like. So show some love for them. I got people coming over for the game. Bo or Drake? I'm going Drake. Pizza or Canes? Always pizza. Thank you, boys. Jade on Blue, inactive, not good. This was an IDP league, trades away my top elite IDP players. I get you. Power of 2-1. I get you. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that showed up today. We almost hit 50 views during the show. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys show some love to the co-host with the most Big Draft Energy right here next to me. Puts out great content. We do both of our shows. I'll be on his show Sunday. I don't know what we're doing Saturday or Friday, but you let me know. And then make sure you go check out this show right here that we are going to right now and support the TSA boys. Please go tap a like. It takes you 1 second. And I will see you guys Sunday morning before the kickoff for the last starter sit show. Please bomb out. Big Draft Energy out.